Hello everyone. Today we learn a method of solving the linear programming problem, that is simplex method. Okay, this is the main basic method to solve the linear programming problem. Okay, so here there is one example. Example is of the form: maximize z is equal to 5x1 plus 3x2. Subject to the constraints x1 plus x2 is less or equal to 2, 5x1 plus 2x2 is less or equal to 10, 3x1 plus 8x2 is less or equal to 12. So there are three constraints, 1, 2 and 3, and one non-negativity condition. Okay, if the given constraint is of less or equal to type, then you have to add slack variable. Okay, if here three constraints, okay, so you have to add three slack variable, that is s1, s2, s3. For what? S3, three slack variables s1, s2, s3 will be added to convert inequality into equality form. Okay, when you solve this linear programming problem, you have to convert this inequality into equality form by adding slack variable. Second one is surplus variable, and third one is artificial variable. Okay, so here there are less or equal to type constraints, so we add three slack variables s1, s2 and s3. So your maximize z will become, okay, you have to add three slack variables, so you have to add these three variables in objective function. Maximize z is equal to 5x1 plus 3x2 is given, plus 0 into s1 plus 0 into s2 plus 0 into s3, and subject to the constraints first constraint is x1 plus x2 plus s1 is equal to 2. Okay, this less or equal to will convert in equal to form. Second constraint will be 5x1 plus 2x2 plus s2 is equal to 10, and the last constraint will become 3x1 plus 8x2 plus s3 is equal to 12, and x1, x2, x3, x1, x2 is greater than or equal to 0. Also s1, s2, s3 will also greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now we have to formulate a table. Okay, we have to construct a table of simplex method. For that we have to find the basic feasible solution. For that we assume that the initial basic feasible solution is obtained by setting x1, how many decision variables are there? X1, x2 is equal to 0. Your x1, x2 is equal to 0. If your x1 and x2 is equal to 0, then what you get? Here 0, 0. So s1 is equal to 2, s2 is equal to 10, s3 is equal to 12. Okay, this is your S1, S2 and S3 when you put x1 and x2 is equal to 0. Now you have to construct a simplex table. Okay, for that your first column is your b. B means basic variable. Okay, second column CB. CB means coefficient of basic variable. Okay, third column is XB. XB means value of basic variable. Okay, now next column is XJ. XJ means objective function. In your objective function, how many variables are there? So there are 5 variables. First 2 is decision variable, x1 and x2, and 3, 4 and 5. 3 variables are slash variable, s1, s2 and s3. So right here x1, x2, s1, s2, s3, and the last column is minimum ratio. Okay, now here we have another row, that is CJ. CJ means coefficient of that variable. Okay, so here look in objective function. Here coefficient of x1 is 5, x2 is 3. Okay, and s1, s2, s3, coefficient of s1, s2 and s3 are 0. So put it right here. Here 3, here 5, here 0, 0, 0. Okay, understand? Now here basic variable. So there are 3 variables are there, s1, s2 and s3. So right here s1, s2, s3. Coefficient of s1, s2 and s3 are 0, 0, 0. Value of s1. Value of s1 is 2, s2 is 10 and s3 is 12. So it is 2, 10, 12. Okay, now here x1, x2, x3. So look at your first constraint and write down the coefficient of x1 here, x2 here, s1 here, s2 here, s3 here. Okay, so in first constraint, coefficient of x1 is 1, coefficient of x2 is 1, coefficient of s1 is 1. s2 and s3 are not there, so coefficient of s2 and s3 are 0. Okay, so here 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. For second equation, it is 5, 2, s1 is not there, so write s1 0, s2 1 and s3 0. So 5, 2, so 5, 2, 0, 1, 0, and for s3 it is 3, 8, 0, 0, 1. So it is 3, 8, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so this is your simplex table. Okay, this is the first step. Which one is right from your objective function and from your given constraints. Okay, so now the first step here, z. The definition of z is summation cb into xb. What is your cb? This one. What is your xb? This one. So multiply both and then add. So 0 into 2 plus 0 into 10 plus 0 into 12. So it is 0. Okay, now the second step, it find out zj. Okay, zj is find out as summation cb into xj. Okay, cb is this one, xj is this. Okay, so 0 into 1 plus 0 into 5 plus 0 into 3, so it is 0. Similarly here cb is 0, element of all cb is equal to 0, so when you multiply any of this column you get 0. So right here 0, 0, 0. Okay, Now the next column, and most important part, delta j. Okay, delta j is find out Cj minus Zj. Okay, what is your Cj? This one. Zj is this. 3 minus 0, 3. 5 minus 0, 5. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Okay. So the condition is that your all delta j is less or equal to 0, then your given solution is optimal. If any of one delta j greater than or equal to 0, then you have to solve the further. Okay, so here 2 delta j's are greater than or equal to 0. Oh sorry, here I mistake it, here 5 3. Okay, so here 5 and here 3, so here 5 and here 3. Okay, so here look, there are 2 elements are greater than or equal to 0, so your check it which one is maximum. So 5 is maximum, so draw up arrow, means this column will be your pivot column. Okay, so ये column पे जाते हैं. Now you have to write the minimum ratio. Minimum ratio will be find out as xb upon xj. Okay, now xb is equal to what? 2. Xj is equal to 1. 2 divided by 1, so you get 2. 10 divided by 5, you get 2. 12 divided by 3, you get 4. Now check out the minimum ratio. So here 2 2 2. Okay, so there are 2 minimum ratios, 1 and 2. So select any of the one. Okay, so we select here this one. Okay, so first column, so intersection of this column and this row, so this part, this is your pivot element. Okay, intersection of maximum delta j and minimum ratio, that particular element is called pivot element, so it is a pivot element. Now and the next step is convert this pivot element in 1. Okay, अगर ये 1 नहीं है तो इसको आपको 1 में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा बाय डिवाइडिंग दैट नंबर. अगर यहाँ पे 5 होता तो हम लोग डिवाइडेड बाय 5 करते और इसको 1 में लाने की कोशिश करते. और बाकी के जो एलिमेंट है, ओके, पिवट कॉलम में जो पिवट कॉलम है उसमें जो पिवट एलिमेंट है उसको 1 लाना है, बाकी जो है उसको 0 बनाना है. सो वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट दिस 5 into 0 and this 3 into 0. So by using row operation, first of all we write this first column. Okay, the another thing is that here this s1 is removed and this x1 is in. So here we write x1, s2, s3. Coefficient of x1 is 5, so write here 5. S2 is 0, s3 is 0. Okay, now stop here. Now write first row 2 1 1 1 0 0. Okay, now convert it 0. You have to operate which equation, which ऑपरेशन. सो रो 1 को 5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके रो 2 में -5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके रो 2 में ऐड करना है. तो कौन सा ऑपरेशन हम लोग करेंगे? R1, यहाँ पे मैं लिख रही हूँ R1 2 -5. रो 1 को -5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके रो 2 में ऐड करना है. ओके, अदरवाइज समवन जस्ट लाइक एज R2 -5 R1. ओके, इज इट ऑल्सो एक्सेप्टेबल? ओके, सो जो भी ऑपरेशन हम लोग फर्स्ट रो के लिए करेंगे सेकंड रो पे, तो वो सारा पूरी रो पे अप्लाई होगा. तो यहाँ पे इसको भी हम लोग -5 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो 2 × -5, 2 × -5 -10, -10 + 10 0. सो हियर इट इज 0. इसको -5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें ऐड करेंगे तो हियर इट इज 0. इसको -5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें ऐड करेंगे तो -3 आएगा। इसको -5 से मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें ऐड करेंगे तो -5 आएगा। यहाँ पे 0 0 रहेगा। ओके, तो सेकेंड रो के लिए खत्म हो गया। नाउ थर्ड रो के लिए यहाँ पे 0 करना हो तो इसको -3 से मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें ऐड करना है, मीन्स R3 - 3 R1, और इसको ऐसे लिखे तो R13 - 3। सो इसको -3 से मल्टीप्लाई करके इसमें ऐड करते तो 2 इंटू -3 -6, -6 + 12 + 6, -3 + 3 0, -3 + 8 5, -3 + 0 -3 0 0। Okay, now same procedure is repeated. Now you find Z is equal to CB, summation CB XB, 5 into 2 10 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 6 0, so it is 10. Now find ZJ, that is summation CB XJ, 5 into 1 5 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 3। सो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट है उसको ही हम लोग मल्टीप्लाई करने वाले। सो 5 into 5 1 5 5 into 1 5 0 0। So now you find delta J, it is Cj minus Zj. So Cj is here 5 minus 5 0, 3 minus 5 minus 2, 0 minus 5 minus 5, 0 minus 0 0 minus 0. Since all delta J is less or equal to 0, the solution is optimal. The optimum basic feasible solution is x1 equal to 2. Okay, this x1 equal to 2. Okay, this is the value, this is the coefficient. So remember that जब आप आंसर लिख रहे हो तो वैल्यू लिखनी होती है, तो जो एक्स बी वाली कॉलम होती है उसमें से वैल्यू लिखो। सो x1 equal to 2 एंड हियर नो x2 का एंट्री नहीं हुआ है। ओके, सो x2 इज इक्वल टू 0, x2 यहाँ पे आया ही नहीं है। और मैक्सिमाइज z, जो हम लोग मैक्सिमाइज करने वाले थे, तो मैक्सिमाइज z का फॉर्मूला कितना है यहाँ पे 10। सो मैक्सिमाइज z इज इक्वल टू 10। ओके।